everybody, it's me, Akasha Wolf, and I know I've been gone again, but just for a little bit. I was saying that I was going to post up more videos, and I am. It's just, it turns out that my other channel isn't, basically my other channel that I have going on, I don't post up as much on there, but because of that, YouTube wants to like demonetize my whole channel, my second channel, not this one. So I've been trying to do some videos for that, which I'm going to be filming one today as well. But if you guys want to help support that channel, please check in the description below. I should have a link, or even near the end of the video I should have something pop up where you can go check it out and whatever. But yeah, so now that's out of the way, I decided that today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I had a lot of you kind of recently talk to me about how you like seeing things that have to do with, you know, my life or my witchy life and my family and stuff. Like, you guys would like to see a video where I record a ritual with my family. And I do plan on doing that one day. I'm just trying to find the right time and situation to do it. I noticed a lot lately that it's been harder for us to get together and be able to do like rituals as a family because all of us work and all of us have different schedules. My mother has been going through a couple of health issues, which is recently going into a very good direction, and she's recovering really well, which I'm very happy about. So I decided for today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and we're going to be talking about my family superstitions and kind of like etiquette. The reason why I use the term etiquette is because it's kind of like the proper way we do things in our household, and that's why I'm bringing that up. And I was kind of inspired to do this because of a show I was actually contacted about, and I'm not going to say anything else about it because of, like, you know, papers and stuff like that, but there was a show I was going to end up doing and I had the opportunity to do it. It's just stuff didn't work out because of timing, you know, like I had something going on that, yeah, it's a long story. One day I'll talk to you guys about it, and that actually kind of put me in a little bit of a rut with YouTube videos because I felt like I lost an opportunity and I felt really excited about it and it didn't work out. But I'll talk to you guys about that later. It possibly might happen again, but I'm not positive, so we'll see. I also wanted to announce that I will be having another live stream, and this live stream will be done on YouTube because before, for some reason, I thought like it could only be done on YouNow. I recently did a live stream with a fellow YouTuber, and I will have the link in the description below and probably have it pop up around here somewhere for you guys to go check that out, which it was really awesome and I had a really good time. We were on for like almost an hour. But with this live stream, I do plan on making a smudging feather, and this is going to be my smudging feather, and I just wanted you guys to see everything I'm going to be putting into it and how I'm going to make it. I will be filming another video of how to make a smudging feather, but it'll be in a simple form and it'll be not as detailed, like it'll be detailed but not have as much, I guess you could say, like crap in it, because I have a lot of stuff I want to put in this feather when I actually make mine. And then I'm going to be making a couple of other ones I'm going to put a couple things into, but those ones will actually be for sale, and you guys will be able to get those once that's done. So hopefully, I'll shut up now. We'll be going through the 10 superstitions and etiquette of my witchy family. So for the first one, don't leave the door open. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, well, that's like common sense, never leave the door open. But you know, when you're actually going shopping and you have your groceries and everything, so you leave the door open so that you can go from your car to your house and just walk inside with all the bags, and you basically have someone else near the car watching, so they know no one's going to be walking into the house while you guys are taking in groceries. Well, in my household, you're not allowed to do that. You can leave the door like cracked, and like that way you can like kick it with your foot to open it and get in, but you have to immediately close the door right after, or like close it a lot. And the reason for that is we believe that if you leave the door open like that, you're letting spirits in. Like any form of like spirits, you're letting positive or negative just come up right into your house. It's not just people, it's spirits as well. So that, like, for me, I try to not visualize the door as being so open to where just things can come into the home. But when it comes to my grandmother, you leave the door open, you're gonna hear it, and she's gonna get on you really quick. And there's a couple of other things where it's like, beware of my grandmother moments, because if you do these things, she'll get you. The next one is a knock at the door. Now, what I mean by this is if you have a knock at the door where you look out the peephole and there's nobody there, don't open the door. Again, this can be seen as like a common sense thing, because then there can be maybe a person trying to hide on the side and try to get it, like attack you when you open the door. But a lot of times you'll see in movies and even in real life where when you hear someone knock at the door, you look out the window or you look out the little peephole and you open the door to see if there's like someone standing off to the side or you're just not seeing them. In our household, you're not supposed to do that at all, because again, that is another form of welcoming in negative or positive spirits into the household. Basically unwanted. Like you didn't want them invited in, but by opening the door, when there's a knock, you're letting them in. And whenever that happens where we're looking out the people and we're like, I don't see anyone, and you start to hear from everyone else, don't open it. Next one is if a spirit calls your name, don't answer back. So sometimes this can be difficult because sometimes you think you have a family member talking to you, but it's not actually a family member. It might be something else that's speaking your name, like going like, hey Akasha, or hey so-and-so, and then you respond. Or you're like, you're aware that it's someone else that isn't in your household. You shouldn't answer it back, because again, this is another form of an invitation into the home, but sometimes it's happening within the home. Now, if you answer it back, it is an invitation to kind of keep harassing you and trying to communicate with you. We do view that as a way of like inviting them to communicate, and if that's not something you're into or don't want to do, you shouldn't respond. But regardless, you shouldn't respond if you're unaware of what it is. This one is kind of a feng shui type of thing. It's something that's in feng shui, and it's just like something I feel that is kind of like a common belief and thing that like people do, and it's whenever you use the restroom, always close the toilet lid. And I don't mean just the toilet seat, close the lid too. And the reason why we have that in the household as a rule is because it's believed that if you leave the lid open, then you're flushing money down the toilet. Like you're leaving it open, and it kind of symbolizes money going down the toilet. So by keeping it closed, you're keeping money flow within the home. And I know some of this stuff sounds so weird, but like that's just some of the stuff that we do and have in our house that like my grandmother always enforces in us. Because I remember one time, I think it was like my brother or somebody had used the bathroom, and she went into the bathroom and saw the toilet lid was open. She's like, who left the toilet lid open? She's like, who's the last one to use the bathroom? And everyone would be like, not me. But usually I do keep the lid down, but you know, sometimes we have our moments when we forget, and if you forget, you're gonna hear about it, because my grandma's gonna get you. She doesn't want to be losing money in the house. The next one is a very common thing, and this is never put your purse or wallet on the floor. This is another form of kind of being like whatever about money. So it's a form of like kind of like not caring about money, because you don't care about money, money flow will be lost. And that's another thing in the household that we're always getting enforced about, being like, you need to not put your purse or your wallet on the floor, because then you're gonna lose money. And I notice that I do catch myself, like, even though sometimes I don't do this stuff because I'm just like, you know, trying to live my life, get things done, you know, but there's sometimes where I'm like, I get sick if I don't do it, and these are one of those things that I don't necessarily do all the time, but then I do catch myself thinking about it and be like, okay, never mind. Like, I remember one time, even though we're in the truck, I put the bag on the floor in the truck, and I'm like, close the door, and I think about it, and I'm like, never mind, and I open the door back up, and I'll put the bag on top of the seat instead of the floor. The next one is, do not cross your legs during a reading. So again, this is another thing that's enforced in the household that I don't necessarily like to follow, but I do understand it. don't cross your legs during a reading, because it's believed that if you cross your legs, then you're cutting off the energy flow from the individual you're reading for. Usually we have it to where if you're doing a reading, you always face the person, like basically like heart to heart with the person that you're doing a reading for. And don't cross your legs, because then you're cutting off the energy flow. So what you kind of use to like pick out that information and everything when you're doing a reading, if you do it, especially if I'm doing a reading for my grandmother and she catches me, she'll give me a little kick under the table. And when I'm ever doing a reading for my mom or someone else and she can see it, she's like, uncross your legs. So that's another weird little thing that we always get crap about, I guess. Oh yeah, this one. This one is one that sticks with me, that I never like to kind of mess up on, and it's don't drink the water that's been sitting overnight at your bedside. And the reason for that is because there's something that we do, and what we do is we get a glass of water and we'll put it at our bedside, and while we sleep, it kind of removes the negative energy that you built up from the day. So like maybe other people who have put negative energy towards you, or just the stresses of the day. And that water absorbs all that negative energy while you sleep. So you'll feel refreshed and, you know, clean in the morning when it comes to energy. And it's only with like a glass of water. Like bottled water, it's fine. If you have it at the bedside, you can drink it through the night. You can wake up in the morning and have it. But if it's in a glass and it's like open, like it's what we use in, I guess you can say, like a mini ritual before we go to bed, we feel that the glass of water has absorbed that negative energy. And if you drink it the next day, then you'll take in that negative energy. You'll take it right back in. For me, for some reason, I just can't get out of that habit. If I see water by the bedside, I always throw it out. I don't drink it, or I'll put it to the side. I will never drink the water in a glass that's been sitting at the bedside. Now sometimes when I'm feeling sick, I'll have some water by the bedside and I'll be drinking it like here and there, but if I wake up in the morning, I won't drink it. And it's extremely rare. I have to be really sick if I do it, but most of the times I don't like to. I actually just asked my boyfriend right now if he's noticed that I do that, and he said he has, and he finds it annoying because it's like still good water to him, but to me it's not. Oh, this is another one that I don't like to do and like has stuck with me forever. And this can be very difficult for some people, but for us it's just something that we do, and we try to keep ourselves out of the situation before this can become like an opportunity, I guess. And what that is do not eat food from someone who does not like you or you do not like. And it's that whole like saying with food made with love. Well, for us, if food is made with like hate or disgust or like just anger, don't eat it. And this is usually done by people who you don't like. So if you don't like an individual, don't eat their food. And if you know this individual doesn't like you, don't eat their food. That's just something that we all follow just naturally. Usually when it comes to food, you're like, well, what if you're over their house and all this other stuff? It's like usually we don't end up at their house to get in the situation to where we eat their food. It's just how we are. It's just, I know it's weird. It's just something we stick by and we just don't do. Always keep mirrors physically and spiritually clean. This is something that's very big in my household. Like mirrors, my grandma, for example, doesn't like mirrors. But for me, I really like mirrors. I feel like they open a space, and I just like mirrors in general. And when it comes to mirrors, we see them as like a portal in a sense, like for spirits to come through. You know, like we got so many like things where spirits can come through. But the mirror has always been seen like that for like a very long time. And whenever someone passes, it's always said that you should cover the mirrors and open the windows so that the spirit can find its way out. And with mirrors, it's like if you keep them like dirty, then bad spirits can come in. So we always clean them physically, and if you don't have time to do that, then you can line them with garlic. And then we also smudge it as well, so that way it'll kind of keep them pure and nothing negative coming in. Now, something else that we don't like to do is having a mirror across from a door, because we see that as like literally the door reflecting the mirror as a way that a spirit can like walk in. So that's something else that we don't like to do. Now, last but not least, when taking anything from a plant, you must always thank the plant or leave an offering. Now, in our practice we use a lot of herbs and different things for spells, and a lot of times we will harvest those from, you know, plants or plants that we've grown, or we'll go out and go find a plant and go take some, you know, roses or something. My grandmother, for example, one time she told me this story that she was doing like an angel bath ritual, and that she went into this one woman's yard and took her roses. And I know that sounds horrible, but she said that she really needed it and she just couldn't find those particular roses, and she was able to find it at that person's place. So then she ended up taking them and then like leaving something behind. But she always tells us, always thank the plant or leave something behind as an offering, or for, you know, to symbolize being grateful for what you've taken. And when you use things like that in a spell or a ritual, it kind of makes it sacred and something that you can feel comfortable using in your spell or your ritual. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I was really thinking about this video for a while and wanted to do this, and I just finally decided to do it. So don't forget that I will be having a live stream on Sunday, so that'll be February 18th. Let's say 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you don't know what your time zone is, you can look it up online and compare it to Pacific Standard Time. I picked 5 o'clock because I kind of feel like that's a good, like, general area to be at when it comes to trying to get everyone involved with the live stream. I was thinking about 4 o'clock because it might take me a while. I'll be sitting there for a long time, I'm pretty sure. But for the live stream, we'll stick to 5 o'clock or 5 p.m. February 18th, 2018. Alright, you guys? So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you have any ideas for any more videos, let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to support this channel, you press that like button. It should help. That's what I hear. I hear from a lot of people that liking the videos helps the videos out, so I guess. And if you haven't subscribed already and you want to be a part of the wolf pack, please subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye and blessed be.